big ass, how I get that ooh.
And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
What's goody, YouTube? How's everyone doing? Welcome to the channel, or welcome back to yet another live reaction video. If you're new here for the first time, my name is TMR, and since you clicked on this video, you might as well subscribe to the YouTube channel, leave your comments down below, and enjoy this reaction video. What's goody, YouTube? What's good, TMR gang? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to yet another live reaction video. I'm your girl, TMR. Thank y'all so much for stopping what you were doing and meet me over in this daggone break room, y'all. Oh, boy. All right, y'all, we back. We back like we never daggone left. Y'all already know who on the docket, Jasmine, and this whole move situation. And it's been exhausting. I'm tired. Are y'all tired? I'm woe out. I feel like I done lifted and carried every box in her damn house. I feel like I done carried every trash bag out of her house. And based off what she showed us, it was a whole bunch of trash bags. Child, I am woe out. You hear me? Ooh, no. I am so wore out and tired of her. Jasmine, ma'am, what is going on? Jasmine, ma'am, come to the front, please. Y'all scoot over. Mary, Maja, Vaughn, Woo Honey, scoot over and let Jasmine sit up front. We need to talk to her. Jasmine, we need to have a talk, baby, okay? Now, you know TMR don't like getting real harsh and nasty with you because I know you're a little sensitive over there, okay? And Miss OKC, do you mind helping me talk to Jasmine, ma'am? Nicole, do y'all mind? Well, I need a few of y'all. Ariana, Nikki, any of y'all want to sit and talk with Jasmine for a minute? Pearl, you're really good with your words. Do you? You said I'm wore out. Nicole said, girl, I'm tired. Nicole said, Jasmine, girl, I'm tired. 40 days and 40 nights. Sean said, Tim, I help. Now, I'm a little tough, a little rough around the edges, but I do the best that I can do. Okay, girl. Waffle Toaster, we don't want you to help. No Waffle Toaster. No, ma'am. You cannot help. A Waffle Toaster gonna be like, look here, big head friend. I'll be like, Waffle Toaster, hold on. Waffle Toaster said, oh, TMR, I'm sorry. I'm damn near blacked out. Lisa said, she's training. Hey, Black Callie. Hey, Bluey Boy. So here's the thing, y'all. Jasmine put up a video today, and she said that, question mark, that she's contemplating moving to a hotel for 3 months. And y'all, let's dissect that. There's a part of this video I want y'all to hear. Just a small smidgen, okay? Thank you so much, Miss TLD. Appreciate you, baby. What you say? You gonna put Legend in Bentley Cage? That's why you can't come, Waffle Toaster. You stay in the car. Girl, don't you get your tail out that car. Oh, Lord. You gonna have Legend screaming and howling more than he already does. So my thing is this. Jasmine, dear heart, you got to do what you got to do. I almost feel like I feel like I'm a broken record. Y'all remember back in the day, the old 45s and the LPs, and remember how we used to have to put the needle on the record, put the needle on the record, put the needle on the record. Y'all don't know about that. Y'all remember that? Who remember how we used to have to put the needles on the record? Miss Destiny said, hey, TMR girl, hey gang. I just got here. Miss Betty said, is she really going to a hotel? Child, no, she's not. But we're going to play with it, okay? Miss Jackson said, so we get ready to go, all of us about to go in the hotel? Girl, nah, because if she keep that house, anything like she gonna keep this hotel, we not gonna fit. You say you still got your record player with Jasmine. You know, I hate sounding like that scratched record player. You know how you put that needle on it? You know, I'm sorry. You remember that, Miss Coco? Jasmine, dear heart, you're not moving to a hotel, baby. We already know this. If you can't afford to pay $19.50 a month and you got 30 days to come up with that, sis, more than likely you're not going to be able to afford $500 to $600 a week. It's not going to happen. DoorDash is not paying that type of money, baby, over there. It's not happening. I don't give a damn what you say. DoorDash is not paying that type of money. I wouldn't care if you did DoorDash again for 7 days and 7 nights straight with no sleep. You're not getting that type of money. But anyway, this is your story. I'm going to let you tell. Jasmine, here's the problem, baby. I don't know what, the trolling of the internet is played out. Jasmine, why don't you just come here and tell your real story? What the hell is you afraid of? Because let's be honest. If she was afraid of anything, why would you even be on here showing us anything at all? It's like she wants the internet to feel like y'all think y'all know what's going on, but y'all really don't. My question is, do you know what's going on? That's the $1 million question. Ma'am, do you know what's going on in your own life? Because it's moving, Jasmine. Move your ish. Tell it like it is. Girl, you'll catch more bees with honey if you do it that way. Just tell what it really is that you got going on. We're going to talk about it if we got to make up a story or we're going to talk about the real talk. Anywhere it go, baby, we still going to talk. Period. And people doing too much. But if she would just be, think about it, y'all. Let's talk about, I don't know if you guys be over there on TikTok. Child, when I tell you, it's so many life of a single mom videos over there on TikTok. Mom of 5 kids, 4 kids, 12 kids, 8 kids, 9 kids, single mom, struggling, doing it. Kids with, health ailments and kids. Baby, it's so many women over there. Mom of this, mom doing it, the single life. Mom in the shelter, baby, it's so many shelter moms, moms in the cars. No shade. I'm not making fun of any of those people. Hey, T, no, hey, EB, no shade. I'm just saying, this is the content that's on TikTok. It's so many of them. Y'all know we talked about that one lady. Remember that? Oh, God, I forgot her name. Dang it. The lady we talked about a few weeks ago. Right, Pearl? That lady we talked about a few weeks ago that was staying with her mama. She said she's a single mom of a couple kids, and the mom's house is real nasty, real old, tore down. Baby, that woman was so proud to cook breakfast on that nasty stove. Y'all remember the side of the refrigerator had so much caked up grease. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that? Baby, that woman, honey, you would act like she was in a 4-bedroom, 5-bedroom mansion over there. Yeah, baby, she don't bother her. Then there's another lady. She just had a baby. She about 26, 27. I think she just had her 7th, 8th child. She's another one, honey. She put up them videos, Baby, when I tell you them girls over there getting that coin, they over there getting that coin, and they sharing it. Now, we do understand there's a thing of oversharing, but if you're going to put up your content, just put it up. Jasmine has been on this internet far too long to be tiptoeing and humbugging and trolling and clickbaiting titles. It's like, Jasmine, who is clickbaiting titles in 2025? People, anytime, and I'm not saying this like it's a good thing. What's up, Too Real? Anytime people get on the internet and beef with their husbands and wives and unalive each other on the internet, baby, who is doing a clickbait title in 2025? Nobody's doing that anymore. These people are proud to tell you they struggling, they ain't got no money, they about to get evicted, they getting put out, they done lost their job. Baby, Nobody's shamed anymore. Shame has went out the window. It's her up here. You guys really think you know what's going on, but you really don't. And it's just like, Jasmine, do you know what's going on? No, really, sis, do you know? Here's the thing. Let me just say this real quick. Let me show y'all a little snapshot. This is a picture in Jasmine's video of her doing DoorDash, getting a DoorDash order. In this clip, she had several DoorDash orders that she had picked up, right? And think about this when I say this, okay? Jasmine, why are you wasting the miles on your car and your time in the blistering heat of Austin, Texas, doing DoorDash when, ma'am, you have a college degree? Now, I know a lot of y'all feel like her degree it ain't worth ish, but she got it. She has it. It's the fact that she out here fumbling and bumbling all in the middle of the night, making $3 to $4 to $8 in what do you call this thing? DoorDash order, when this heifer got a whole college degree, where she could be sitting up in somebody's air-conditioned building making far more money than she is riding around the city all damn day. Think about that. This, to me, anything so she don't have to feel like she's that she has to work at a job, right? It's almost feel like she don't want to feel captured, but it's here's the gag to all of this, y'all. Do y'all know how many people are on the internet that have went back to work? There's a lot of women and men who were off during the pandemic because, hell, we all was sitting at the house trying to figure out our next step. But a lot of those people have figured it out. They're still doing their content, but they have went back to work too. You know why? Because there's no such thing as one avenue of money, one stream of income. That's the word I want to use. There's no such thing as that. Like, people are trying to generate several streams. Even the people who have went back to work, baby, they even working, they even picking up overtime. Because people, if not now, people are really trying to save money. They're trying to put money up and still maintain their everyday lives. And for some odd reason, these women feel like if I go to work, I don't know what it is about the whole work topic when it comes to these moms. I know a lot of you guys say, oh, they're trying to hold on to their benefits. Well, baby, you can hold on to them with a kung fu grip if you want to. When the government is ready to snatch them, it doesn't matter how hard your grip is. You're going to take them. Ain't shit you can do about it. Not nothing. She can get a certified to teach PA with her degree. She definitely can. Exactly how she completed something, and that's something employees really like. Sometimes it's not what the degree, it's the fact that you have stayed the course. Just saying, that's true. That's true. But she rather do this because this makes her feel like she's running her, she's running her own self. Like she wants to do this and YouTube because it gives her the liberty and the freedom to be able to say, I make my own schedule. Yeah, but since the schedule you're making is not obviously computing out to the amount of money that you need to actually survive. Who wouldn't miss their food stamps, especially if you was getting a truckload of them, to go from maybe getting $600-700 a month to nothing at all. When you had that extra $6-7 help, yeah, that's a lot. But guess what, pretty dope? Although you missed them, you managed to what? Maintain without them. Like, just because you don't get food stamps no more, that mean you getting ready to starve? No, that don't mean you getting ready to starve. That just means you got to work a little harder to put food on the table. That's it. That's it. That's all. That's not how higher education works. You can't just never utilize your education and then say, hey, I have a degree, and then have no resume, and internships, nothing you can show. But you know what, West Coast Suma, you don't know until you try, until you put yourself out there. It might just be that one job that's willing to hire you, although you don't have, like you said, a resume to show that you've been working in this profession for so many years. Like, she can always start entry level. Like, something beats a blank on any day. Right, Woo Honey, she'll have to start entry level. But to me, consistent money is far better than inconsistent money. Because let's be honest, even if she says, I'm going to DoorDash for 5 hours today, Jasmine doesn't know how much money she's going to make. It just depends on how the orders, and if the order is trending in her area. And if it's not, then she has to move to another area. And my homegirl that does DoorDash, she said a lot of times you find where you can do, you'll try to go to where the orders is hot. And as soon as you get over there, it just quits all of a sudden. You know, my homegirl that does DoorDash on the side, she said that happens to her a lot. You said completing a degree 10 years ago with no background or a resume with absolutely nothing doesn't equate to what y'all are talking about. Well, sis, I'm going to tell you something. Regardless if I had a degree 10 years ago or 15 years ago, I'm going to put that thing on the table. I'm going to see who's going to bite. I wouldn't just I wouldn't keep my degree on the wall collecting dust. I'm going to pick that thing up and sit it on the table and see who's willing to bite. At the end of the day, regardless, you got to start somewhere. At least she got groundwork. She got the degree. So she may not be able to, be CEO coming out the bait, but somebody, especially these schools will definitely hire her. As bad as they need school teachers and instructors in the school system, you don't think they hire her? Oh yeah, most definitely, they definitely will. She can start at a sub. Yeah, Kelly Services does the subs. Kelly Services has their own. Kelly Services is a temp service. They have their own little educational section where they hire subs. You know, hey Joanna. Toy says I DoorDash and it's hit and miss. And to be honest, Uber makes more money picking people up. Yeah, Uber does. Uber makes good money. Uber and Lyft, yeah, they do. I don't know. It's just something about Uber and Lyft. I'd rather just carry around groceries than people. I don't want to have to be forced to have stupid conversations with you just because you in the backseat of my car. Hey, Sassy. Yeah, gym teacher. Anyway, that's just my point. Like, I wouldn't be, I'm not saying don't do DoorDash until something better comes along. That's obvious. But I would have been definitely working on other things, more concrete, more consistent things than DoorDash. Because even with DoorDash, she can still be lazy with it. She could feel like she want to go out or she don't want to go out. One thing about a job, if you're scheduled for that shift, if you want your check, you got to show up. DoorDash, you don't have to show up at 8 o'clock to get paid for the whole day. You just whenever you show up and for however long you work, that's when you work. But that's the problem. When you got the choice to doing things, sometimes people are not real diligent when they got choices. When they could kind of schedule when they get start work or get off or whatever like that. It definitely is convenient. Yes, it definitely is convenient. But for a person, in my opinion, that says she struggles with her finances, I personally would do something that's just a little bit more steady. That's just my opinion. Okay. All right. So I just wanted to show y'all that. So let's get into this video. It's just a little part of the video I want you guys to hear. Give me just a moment. All right, let's get into this video.
All right, guys, welcome back to my channel. And it is now 6:34. I'm not gonna lie, I'm still gonna DoorDash tonight. And y'all probably like, girl, do you take a break? No, the fuck I don't. Because when you on your hustle and you're trying to make your money, why would you take a break? Do you take a break from making money? No. So with that being said, welcome to the vlog. And we about to start packing, taking some stuff down in the living room, throwing some shit away. I'm still gonna DoorDash tonight. Might be a little bit later on. I want to be able to make at least $200. Like I said, moving isn't cheap. Okay, it's not cheap. I am debating on if I want to take my curtains. So the curtains were actually measured to my actual windows, but since I'm thinking about taking my curtains, because the automatic curtains is just life, okay?
So you're gonna take your automatic curtains, but you want to sell your TV? Did that make sense to y'all? You want to take your automatic curtains that are measured to those windows, regardless of where you end up. You don't know if you're going to have the same size windows. You're contemplating taking your curtains, but not your television? Okay.
I did take a shower and change clothes because I was sweating from DoorDashing earlier, and I just was like, I need to get fresh. I'm not gonna lie, I'm ready to move. I'm ready to get settled so I can get back on my fitness journey. I feel like I haven't been able to like really focus on that because I've been so overwhelmed with stuff. And I know some of y'all have some of y'all have y'all's own opinions on that situation. You know, you're like, Jasmine, you're like, I like your vulnerability and how you just keep it 100. I'm not asking nobody for money. I'm literally just sharing with you guys what's going on in my life. And yeah, I will be moving. The move is last minute type stuff. Like I'm literally moving within a week. And maybe a week, something like that, right? I'm literally moving within a week. So that's a little just a lot. And then I have my kids back to school. It's other stuff in play. I don't know. I might keep some stuff private. Y'all, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. It's hard being a single mom trying to take care. And look, I'm not making an excuse because I know that there's other single moms out there and they actually work 9 to 5s. I get it. Baby girl, I'm gonna give you you're strong. Some of us, it's only so much stress that we can take mentally. And I'm one of them. Like I have a hard.
That's the part I wanted y'all to hear. Jasmine says, shouts out to all you moms that's out there working them 9 to 5s as a single mom. Y'all strong. I don't know how y'all can do it because my mental capacity can't take that. But your mental capacity can take filming content, being on live streams for an hour or two, doing DoorDash all in the middle of the night. Your mental capacity can take that, but your mental capacity can't take pulling up to a job, parking in the parking lot, going in, sitting down at your desk or wherever you may be stationed, work your 8 hours and get out and go get back in your car and go home and start all over. Your mental capacity can't take that. It's her really feeling like that statement right there alone made me feel like Jasmine feels like she will never, ever have to go work a job. And at this point, okay, Jasmine, I hope that works for you. But we talked about earlier today on our lunch break, we talked about wine glass. We talked about wine glass and how wine glass showed up this morning on her community post in a pink scrub set, ready for whatever. I don't think I ever seen wine glass with earrings on. Wine glass says, let me go get this money, honey. I ain't got time to be playing with y'all. I got bills to pay. And wine glass was moving in silence in the background and she was handling business. I commend wine glass for that. I wish her all the luck and success with whatever she's trying to do. I just pray that she stays diligent and keeps at it and get herself out of this poverty mindset that she's constantly in. Jasmine would never. The only thing she's going to show up on her community tab in is workout clothes. Jasmine really thinks she has the luxury not to do no more than what she's doing, but steady talks about how she's struggling. Well, duh, sis. I guess you would be struggling when you're not trying to do better than what you've been doing for years and years and years. Jasmine has been on this internet. Think about it, y'all. Think about the content creators that you watch. How many content creators have you watched who literally have been struggling since the day you watched them for 13 years? Jasmine has literally been struggling since she's been on YouTube. Like, that's her storyline, struggle life. Even Shamar has managed to advance a little bit. He went from staying with other people. I don't know. I haven't watched Shamar in a couple months. I don't know what he got going on now, but a few months ago, he went from staying with people to being able to get his own apartment. He went from people making fun of his teeth to getting his teeth fixed. Like, even Shamar progressed a little bit. Not a lot of it, but a little bit. Like, anytime Shamar can show some advance, and I'm not really trying to give Shamar all the credit, but I'm just saying, like, where Shamar was 3 years ago, he's not there right now. But Jasmine has literally been, I'm this slow, single, struggling mom since she's been on here. Like, she always, you 9 to 5 moms. My thing is, Jasmine, do you think your whole audience are moms who sit at home? Like, let's be honest. Sitting at home, being a stay-at-home mom is a privilege at this point. You have a lot of two-parent households that both mom and dad are out working. Unless mom got a really good job or dad got a really good job and he can afford to have mom sit at home all day with the children, or mom can afford to let dad sit at home and be a stay-at-home dad with the children. But a lot of these households, especially if it's a two-parent, a lot of these two-parent households, baby, they coming and going. They working. You a single mom doing YouTube, and let's be honest, she concentrates more on YouTube than anything else. The fact that Jasmine has been on this internet all these years and her main focus is YouTube. She hasn't even really tried to, like, she'll talk about branching out to Instagram and TikTok and Facebook, but she doesn't really, like, YouTube is her bread and butter. And she has 3 channels on YouTube that are monetized and don't even exercise all of them.
Time taking in that stress, okay? And now I feel like I just need to do what's best for me and my family. Whether y'all like it or not, I've been here for over a year. I've never been the one to just move after a year. I've always stayed there for a couple of years, So this is gonna be something different, and it's never literally moved last minute unless baby daddy went to jail. That was probably the only time, and I was in college, so young. But with that being said, I'm gonna tell it about. Ooh, I don't even know. I'm gonna start a load of laundry because that's nothing I don't want to deal with is laundry. So I'm gonna start a load of laundry, get that going, and I will be doing laundry probably the rest of the weekend. I have no choice at this point. She has no choice. Okay, so breathe in, breathe out.
What is there to breathe in and breathe out about? Girl, you're packing up, moving. You act like you're not used to moving. Like, you move a lot, Jasmine, regardless if you stay in a house for 2 years or an apartment for a year and a half, 2 years. You move. Like, you've moved. I've been watching you for 6 years, and you've moved, what, 4 or 5 times in 6 years? Like this. You should be used to moving. What if we breathe in, breathe out? Breathe in to go do a damn load of laundry? Girl, you got to do breathing exercises to go do laundry? Well, hell, what do you got to do when you got to go to the grocery store? What you got to do, run around the block 6 times where you can build up the stamina to go spend your food stamps, ma'am? He said, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Why do we got to do breathing exercises to do laundry? Girl, I would be out of damn breath if I had. I'd be in here needing a respirator. Much as I wash, child, I would need a whole apparatus. It's a girl, Jasmine. Hush. Damn it.
You got this. You got this. We're gonna put our hair up. I'm gonna put this hair tie on it first to make sure this bad boy don't come out. And I decided to go, where's my hair clip? I don't know where I did my hair clip. It's somewhere. I gotta go find it. Let me go get my hair clip and we're gonna get these boxes together.
Look at that. First and foremost, you're a stay-at-home mom. Why don't you stay on top of your laundry? Like, your kids are there 2 weeks out of the month. I just don't get it. Hey, Zeta. Zeta said, what kind of man would want to be with a woman that doesn't want to do nothing but collect government benefits? A bum just like her, girl. Just no motivation, nothing. You hear me? Just, I don't get it. So, like I said, y'all, Jasmine said, regardless of what y'all think, she got to do what she got to do to make sure she's good. You're right, sis. It don't matter what we think. Just do what you got to do. But staying in a hotel for 3 months, Jasmine, we all know that you're not doing that. So for all of us that was in the live, was that yesterday, y'all, where we were trying to figure out if sis was lost when she uploaded the GPS on her community tab? We can just pretty much assume if Jasmine is going to live in a hotel, again, this is an assumption. If Jasmine was going to live in a hotel, she damn sure wouldn't be driving an hour and 22 minutes to get to one. Okay. So we know this right here, that whole caption, that was cap, right? Now, something else I wanted to show y'all was this. So in the video, and this video was 12 minutes long. In the video, Jasmine shows us this table. Do any of you guys remember this table? Do y'all remember when Jasmine moved in this house a little over a year ago that one of her subscribers donated this table to her? They bought it for her off her registry wish list and gave it to Jasmine's had this table literally maybe 12 months, a year, right? Jasmine sold it to somebody off of Facebook. She put it on Facebook Marketplace and sold it. And in my mind, I was thinking, well, you know what? When somebody gives you something as a gift, it's yours. It's no longer theirs, right? But my thing is, how do you sell something that somebody just gave you a year ago? Not 4 years ago, 5 years ago, 10, literally 1 year ago. And then you sell it when you didn't even buy it your damn self? Like you didn't buy that table. You profited off of somebody's generosity. Like at this point, you bought them. You better not have sold it for no whole bunch, man. You better sold it for $50 damn dollars. It's her selling everything. Didn't she sell everything when she moved out of the other house that her and Chris was living in together? Then you move into this house, accumulated a few little things. When I say little, I mean little. A few little things. And then now you're selling all this stuff off. And guess what's going to happen? She's not going to beg y'all for money. What she going to do is she's going to come here and show y'all that she decided to move into an apartment, wherever that may be, whatever size of apartment that may be. And she needs some things because, you know, she had to sell everything because she needed the money to finance her move. But my thing is this. Since you just didn't wake up in June and decided you were going to move in July, you more than likely knew at least a couple months ahead of time that you were going to contemplate moving. Whatever happened to saving your money? Y'all don't know how to do that? Now, and I'm not saying that you got to save $12,000 a month because obviously if you're not making $12,000 a month, you can't save $12,000. But whatever happened to saving 100 here, 50 there, she could at least saved up enough money to get a U-Haul truck. So my thing is, if Jasmine is not actually going to stay in a hotel, then where the hell is she going where she sold her kitchen table? Where are you going where you don't need a kitchen table? And a TV. Is she going to, me personally, is she going to an Airbnb? Which, let's be honest, y'all, an Airbnb would be, hell, a hotel would be cheaper than an Airbnb unless she's going to move into a 1-bedroom Airbnb. You said that's like selling your car for gas money. Desiree said, I don't understand why she doesn't store her belongings until she finds a place. It would be cheaper in the long run. Desiree, Jasmine's not going to pay for storage. She never has. She's not going to pay for storage because in Jasmine's mind, that's another bill that she's not going to pay. Her and them home wrecking kids would tear someone's Airbnb down. You think so? And a dummy will still buy her another table and sofa. Yeah, well, that's just what they are. What if it's a hotel shelter type place? I don't know, sis. Like I said, wherever she's going, hopefully Jasmine got a plan. And she claims it's going to be for 3 months. I don't know how true that is. But whatever she's doing, I pray she got a plan for it. And all I'm saying is, girl, stop asking people to donate to your registry whenever you get a chance, you just fleece it off to the highest bidder. Which to me, I feel like that's real tacky behavior. And if you're going to sell something that somebody gave you, don't show it on the internet. Because me personally, I would feel some type of way if I felt, if I took my little hard-earned coin, regardless if it was hard-earned or not, the fact that I took my coin and gifted you with something that you claimed that you needed, and then a year later you turn around and sell it, just made me feel like you didn't give a damn about what the heartfelt gift that I gave you. Because trust me, whoever bought that table for her, they did it from the heart. They didn't do it for YouTube clout because we don't even know who the person is. Her father was embarrassed of her begging so he decided to buy her the big stuff. You think her dad bought her this? I thought a subscriber bought her that table. True Real said Jasmine already moved in her 3-bedroom apartment. She had this plan. Her lease was up and she moved. She already showed the apartment with Derry and his new toy. What True Real? Yes, we were contemplating is that an apartment? Is that an apartment or that a house? We looked at that yesterday. I couldn't tell. All I know, it wasn't the same floor that she from the house, so we knew it was a different space. We just didn't know. I don't know, y'all. Like I said, I just thought it was funny when I seen that. I was like, girl, why are you selling everything? But even if she did move into a 3-bedroom apartment, did she not need anything? Because why would somebody buy her stuff that she already has? Let's just say her dad decided to, she said her mom is going to buy her patio furniture. Let's just say her dad decided to buy her a couch and a table. Why would your dad have to buy you a couch and a table when you just got this couch and a table a year ago? You said no, her dad did. Why would she go to meet the teacher for pterodactyl when she knew she was going to move before the new school year? Well, but we don't know if she's actually moving a far proximity from where Legend School is going to be at. But think about it, y'all. Jasmine's not working, so she had to drive Legend 45 minutes one way somewhere. She got the time. She ain't clocked in nowhere but YouTube and DoorDash. Oh, you said the people done found out all her business? What? So Jasmine moved into a 3-bedroom apartment. See, Jasmine, you should have just came and made money off your own damn tea and instead of letting other people spill it. So what was she packing for the roaches? What was she packing for the roaches and bugs? But girl, I have no idea. Now she done already moved into a 3. But that's the thing. If you're moving, what is the big secret? You're moving, sis. People move every day. That's no big secret. That's nothing. I'm going to tell you something. Jasmine, in my opinion, does not have it for YouTube. Like she does, think about it, y'all. Y'all remember when Jasmine called herself doing editing classes? Do y'all remember that? Let me take this her damn kitchen table off my screen. Hell, I forgot it was on there. Do y'all remember when Jasmine was doing those cooking classes? Do y'all remember? Or not cooking classes. Oh God, she would never. editing classes. Those editing classes, that was so short-lived. What she do, one class, and we ain't never heard no more about that? I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to show you something else. Y'all remember Zanidia? Y'all know she just had another baby. So what she's on, baby, what's she out now? What, about 4 kids? One thing I can say about this young lady, when she was pregnant with this little boy, what was that, last year when she was pregnant with this little boy, or earlier this year, whenever, I think she had the baby this year. Honey, Zanidia went to work. Zanidia needed a car, and she needed some other things. What does Zanidia do? With the father of this baby, she got on here with his drama, and honey, ate the internet up. You hear me? She ate the internet up with the views over there on her channel, took that money and got her ish together. Was able to get her a car and whatever else I think she moved and whatever else she had to do. Yeah, Zanidia said, honey, pregnant and all, I'm about to come get this money. And that's what she did. And then she went back to her regular scheduled program. That's what I'm saying. These young chicks is running rings around what I consider now these old school mommy content people like Chrissy and Jasmine and Olivia. Baby, these young girls is running circles around them. They call us the reactors old, but hell, y'all just as old as we are, because these young girls is showing y'all the business. Pregnant with diabetes. That's right, Mastermind. Honey, she came not to. Zanidia did not come to play. She needed a car and she needed some other things. Baby, she got on here with all that drama, ate up them views and went and got what she needed and went and set her ass down and kept putting up her little sensible content, birthed her baby and went on about her business. You hear me? She didn't care nothing about how the people was dragging her about her boyfriend. She didn't care nothing about that. Honey, Zanidia got up here, told her story, got on here hooping and hollering, did all that. And baby got her check and went on by her business. And that's the same thing Jasmine should have did. Yeah, she is. I like Zanidia. I do. I think she's a sweet girl. I do. I don't watch her a lot, but I think she's a sweet girl. Hey, this girl Fancy. So I don't know, y'all. Like I said, I just wanted to show y'all that it's not really a whole lot to talk about until Jasmine actually comes on here and talks about it herself. At this point, I don't know what she's really. No, she's not. She's not slow, and Zanidia is not lazy either. She's not lazy. That's one thing about it. I know a lot of people feel like I personally feel like Jasmine's lazy. She's lazy because a person who really wants to get it will get it. Jasmine, like, there's no way that. Just what was that last year? She was on here hooping and hollering, crying when she thought she had lost her YouTube channel, her main YouTube channel. And because YouTube gave it back to her because it was some type of system glitch that they took it, it's like she took that for granted and kept as if that could never happen to her again. And this time happened indefinitely. Yeah, Jasmine is very lazy. She has a very lazy mindset. Because I don't care what anybody says. I wouldn't have a degree and not be using it. I just wouldn't. I wouldn't have a degree and not be using it in some type of capacity to make my life just a little bit easier and a little bit better. It's the constant I'm single, I'm struggling mom storyline. It's like Jasmine. I've told you guys this many times. Nobody wants to hear that, sis. Nobody wants to constantly come to your channel and see your single, struggling, I don't know what to do content. Like when I bring her to the break room, y'all, I try to make it a little comical for y'all, but sometimes this stuff is just piss poor and sad. Because it's just only so much you can talk about, only so much you just be like, Jasmine, girl, get your shit together. Come back when you got it together, sis, like at this point. Elizabeth said, and Jasmine won't come on here anytime soon talking about it. LOL, she's going to drag the hell out of this. Yeah, just like she did back to school. It is, Virgo Diva. So real quick, y'all, let me change the subject real quick. We just got a few more minutes. Did y'all see what went down there in Houston? What was that? Miss TLD, you live in Houston, right? In north part of Houston. A hairstylist opened up a beauty supply store. And he was giving away free wigs and hair extensions. And baby, the crowd went wild. The Hair Galleria. Thank you. Did y'all see that? ghetto ass ish. Baby, I was so thoroughly embarrassed. You hear me? Let me see if I can see that. Hold on. I'm gonna show it to y'all. I said, when do we start camping out all night for hair extensions? Is that a new thing? When do we start camping out fighting for hair extension? And it wasn't like he was giving out hundreds. He gave out some, but he wasn't giving out hundreds and hundreds of bundles. Baby, when I tell you, I said, what is the moms? They trying to get hair so for the kids for back to school. Well, anyway, the city shut it down. As quick as that grand opening, as quick as it was put up, baby, the city ordinance shut that beauty supply all the way down. I said, isn't that something? Now, a Chinese owner will come into the neighborhood and open up a beauty supply, and you're not gonna have all that. They're not gonna have all that foolishness. Now you might go in there and they might give you a free sample of some hair gel or something like that. But baby, they ain't gonna have you out there shutting down their business they worked really, really hard for. I thought that was a pure D mess. Give me a moment, y'all. Let me pull that up. I seen that. I said, what in the world? Baby, there is no way under God's green earth I would have been out there on an if and a maybe. Baby, I'm going to just go spend my coin. I'm not going to be out there wrestling with you for hair I may or may not be able to catch because the owner is throwing it out into the crowd. Girl, I wish I would be out there. It was the fact that people were out there camping out. Now, y'all camp out for free wigs and free hair, but complain when you got to go stand in line to get help, public assistance, or some type of help. Y'all complain about that, but y'all won't complain to go stand in line for free hair and free wigs. I said, baby, this is a mess. I said, oh, I can't take it. It was just, it was, let me show you. I seen it on this channel I watch sometimes. Hold on. Give me a moment, y'all. Let me pull it up. Okay, hold on. I just found it. Give me a moment. All right, give me a moment. Let me pull y'all in. That's the phone right there going out the hood.
I think I say this for all Houston natives. Y'all are embarrassing. Jonathan comes down here, opens up a store, And y'all did exactly what he thought y'all was gonna do. I told my sister, I said he did that on purpose, letting them know that it was gonna be free stuff. He wanted to see y'all act a fool, but he didn't realize it was his bag along the way because it got shut down by the city in less than a couple hours of being open. Ladies, we gotta learn how to conduct ourselves better. It makes no sense to fight and play tug of war outside for some wigs. Wigs? Ladies, for real? Wigs? That was crazy.
Right now, you're looking at footage from the grand opening of the Hair Galleria in North Houston, where absolute chaos erupted this week after Black women lined up in packs overnight to get some free hair and beauty supplies. The grand opening was promoted by celebrity hairstylist Jonathan Wright, known for working with everybody from Keisha Cole to Meg Thee Stallion and Nicki Minaj. Jonathan promoted this event on his IG, promising to give away free bundles and wigs. So the women looking to get in on the giveaway, along with the deeply discounted bundles like 30 inches for $25 and 99-cent glue and holding spray products, these women got in line the day before, had their lawn chairs out there, and spent the night right there in the parking lot of the new store. Jonathan showed up the next morning throwing bundles and wigs at the women. In his mind, his giveaway was successful, so now he's planning to give away a car. He took the IG and said, "Y'all came out and showed out. I gave away over 200 wigs, 400 bundles, and now we're doing a car giveaway." Out there throwing bundles at the women one at a time. Looking like Trump when he was out there throwing them paper towels at the Puerto Ricans. And nobody saw anything wrong with this man sitting up there throwing packs of weave at them. They all just stood there trying to catch it, starting fights, macing each other. Like, what are y'all going to do with one free bundle anyway? I'm sorry, but it's giving extreme desperation and extremely poor.
So Jonathan Wright had his grand opening for his hair store yesterday. They got gallery in Houston, Texas. He was giving out free supplies, free hair, and free wigs, and everything was going good till it went wrong. I showed y'all ass at that main establishment yesterday. Who don't want a free wig or free bundles? But for y'all to act a complete ass and get the police called out there because y'all was acting like hyenas and fighting over wigs, he couldn't even really enjoy his moment because literally the whole Houston, Texas police department was out there. A grand opening turned into a grand closing in a couple of hours. That is crazy. Y'all got.
Yeah, that is crazy. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's from a channel called Pink Book Lessons. If you guys have not watched Pink Book Lessons, she does have a lot of great content and good conversation. I catches her from time to time, depending on what the conversation is. And I'm like the young lady. Like, what y'all gonna do with one bundle? Don't you normally need like 3-4 bundles and a closure? I'm just saying. What you gonna do with one damn bundle? Child, I got this one free bundle. Let me go buy 3 more in a closure so I can do my whole head. I'm like, girl, okay, yeah, you got the one bundle for free, but don't you got to pay somebody to install? I'm just saying. Oh, y'all, that was ghetto. That was, my thing is this. Like, free, okay. But a lot of times free come with consequences. And me personally, there is no way I would have went out there. No, baby, if I would have thought, well, let me go out here and see what this grand opening is about. And baby, I would have seen all them people. Oh, I would have turned my car around so damn fast. Baby, there is no way I would have stood out there. And especially, who is sleeping outside at night for hair? Now, I remember back in the day when we used to camp out for the Back to Friday, or not Back to Friday, the Black Friday sales. I remember that. But that's because you had the opportunity. And then you were spending your money, but you had the opportunity to get a lot of stuff for, fraction of the price, TVs, electronics, toys, and stuff like that. But baby, why are you spending the night outside for hair? And I'm just going to ask this question for all the women that was out there, hooping and hollering, acting like a bunch of hyenas over free hair and hair supplies. Baby, do the children got all their school supplies and back to school clothes? That's all TMR want to know. Now, before you went out there and do all that, them kids better had all their school stuff, ma'am. Okay, girl. Ugh, my goodness. Yeah, I did Black Friday one time where I got up real early, and I go, oh, baby, I'll never forget, baby. It was cold as hell that day, baby. It was probably, I don't even remember, 1 degrees outside. It was so damn cold. I was at Best Buy. Child did that one time, and child, I never did that again. You hear me? Baby, I was so glad as years progressed, they turned Black Friday into Great Thursday. And then now they're doing it where Black Friday is all damn month, the whole month of November now. Okay, you ain't even gotta do that no more. And then you ain't even gotta sit outside, baby. You just sit online and get what you need. You said they selling the bundles for the back to school clothes, child. Oh man, you hear me? Yeah, people were getting trampled out there. It was pandemonium. And I'm sorry, that hairstylist Jonathan, I'm not familiar with him, but apparently he does celebrity hair. He's a celebrity hairstylist. Apparently he had to know. He had to know that was going to happen. He had to know. But it's all about the, the hype and for social media. And all that hype got his whole establishment shut down before he could actually even get open and started. Yeah, this girlfriend, he created a riot. He definitely did. So I wonder if the city ordinance of, the ordinance of Houston, the city of Houston, I wonder if they're going to allow him to reopen this establishment or not. But yeah, I mean, even if there wasn't fighting and stuff out there, even if we took all that out of the play, it's the fact that it was so many people out there, you wouldn't have been able to get in to enjoy the store, to look around and see what was going on. It was too many people, which that's great for business, right? But I guess when he threw in all the free stuff, it's just when everybody just lost their ish, You had a question, pretty dope. So they shut down even the event and the store. Yes, pretty dope. Yeah, they did. The staffing wasn't up to code. It wasn't up to code. Oh, imagine that. Well, how are you opening up a business and you don't have it up to code? Clock that T. Child, a mess. You hear me? All right, y'all. That's my time. I'm gone. I'm out of here. Hey, Apple Pie. We getting ready to shut it on down, sis. We talked about Jasmine in the beginning of the segment. I guess we'll be able to see what happened with her. Apparently, from what Too Real said, they didn't exposed already where the girl apparently has moved to. So it sounds like she's not in a hotel, just like last year when she told us they was going to a shelter. Apparently, Jasmine got an apartment. So either Jasmine has cleaned up her credit or sis using that good CPN. I don't know. But y'all be good. Y'all be great. Until I'm going to see y'all in the next one, honey. Remember, subs love. Bye.